Howdy, folks. Joe Stover here, a junior meteorologist here on the Meteorology Report. I'm in the field again here in Churchill, Manitoba, as our last tour group to see the Northern Lights have a couple more nights out on the bush, which is where I will be and why I can't join you again live on the panel tonight. As for next week, the Walter Lundy Memorial Hockey Tournament is in town, and I will be playing for the second favorite hockey team of this show, the Churchill Treeliners. Now, we all know who our favorite team is. No, it's not Joey Only's Toronto Maple Leafs, but Brandon Houck's Brooks Bandits, who I think have cemented themselves as the unofficial favorite team of this here show. Anyway, before I shoot back to Joey and the gang, I wanted to go over my favorite weather websites. Everybody has one, or in many of our cases, several. I'm a basic sort of chap, so I usually use three. The first is good old Environment Canada. Say what you want about them, but for me, the feds have the technology and some serious knowledge with their crew, so especially living here in Churchill on the coast of Hudson Bay, it's a mandatory go-to. The second expands on that a little bit, and most of you have heard of this website, but if you haven't, are you in for some fun? Windy.com. Yeah, not Wendy's.com. That'll get you all the information you want on the Baconator, if you're interested, things like that. Their chili and the Portobello bacon mushroom melt. Really good. But no. I mean windy.com, as in the wind. The layers you can play with for hours. It is a map showing your wind, your precipitation, your temperatures, snow depth, UV index, sea temperatures, current speed, and even the wet bulb temperature. I'll let Brandon tell you what that is. And it also incorporates not just surface weather, but weather up to 60,000 feet. They also have radar and satellite layers, which are extremely helpful, and it's a terrific site. And the third website I use is the aviation weather website provided by Nav Canada. The portal I like to use is plan.navcanada.ca. There's a tab that says weather and NOTAM, and that website is used mostly by pilots and those in the aviation industry, but it is a great tool for those who aren't. It provides more detailed current weather, which are called METARs, METAR, which are meteorological terminal air reports, provided usually by a person in the tower at the airport on the hour, unless there's some significant weather, in which case they report it really, really quick, which is another reason why this site is great. And they also provide a very short-term, very accurate too, relatively short-term forecast called a TAF, T-A-F, which stands for Terminal Area Forecast. They provide the basics of what is happening and what most likely will happen. And they are also home to a favorite map of this show's panel, I'm sure, the graphical forecasts. Yes, it shows pilots and weather fans alike what significant weather is expected and when and where. Joey does a great job of explaining how those work and how to understand them, and I'm sure he'll direct you to a helpful video to understand them in depth. Anyway, I'm about to go see some Aurora Borealis. The night is clear, and the moon doesn't rise for another 3 hours, so that's going to be perfect. Hopefully I'll have some pictures for you next week, some videos too, if they're really good. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a great show. Joey, back to you and the gang.